welcome back and happy Wednesday. We're starting off with a fresh dusting of snow for a lot of the area, and that is leading to partially snow-covered roads. Now, one thing that you might not see out there is the fact that we got some freezing rain overnight, and that's going to be under that little layer of snow, or it might just look like a dusting of snow out there. What you need to take away from that is that there are very, very, very slick spots, so you need to give yourself an extra 10 minutes or so to get to where you need to go, as well as slowing down, taking your time, and providing extra space between you and the other vehicles around you, because you don't want to have to slam on your brakes or floor it to maybe avoid a collision or something of that sort, because if you have to slam on your brakes, I can guarantee you're not going to stop within a short distance. Temperatures are the warmest we're going to see this morning. We're sitting as low as 12 degrees in Marshall, Redwood Falls, Olivia, and Worthington, with 19 here in Mankato. St. Peter, Glencoe, Fairmont, Spencer, and Algona up to 28, still hanging on in Mason City. We're already starting to see our temperatures drop. To put in perspective, about 30 to 45 minutes ago, we were in the low 20s here in Mankato, St. Peter, and even Glencoe. So we're already starting to see that colder air move in. And that's kind of the trend of the day, is we're going to see that steady drop in temperatures as we continue. One thing you might not see out there with your temperature reading is what the wind chills are reading. And we do have to take that into consideration today, because winds are coming out of the north-northwest up to almost 30 miles an hour in some areas. Here in Mankato, up to 20. That's going to keep our wind chill values either below zero or the single digits for most of us. So the coldest wind chill we have is about 8 below zero in Worthington. For what it feels like there, we're feeling like 4 degrees here in Mankato, with 15 coming at the warmest wind chill in Mason City. Again, we're reading 19 degrees outside, but it really only feels like 4. So what you need to take away from this is that it's quite bitter out there, even though it might be reading a little bit warmer. Hat, gloves, jacket, all those layers will be your friend this morning, even maybe starting your car ahead of time. Taking a look at satellite radar imagery, you can see we had a little bit of that snow kind of move through the area, but that cleared out by about 3 o'clock this morning, leaving behind a dusting of snow. And like I said, some of that did have some freezing rain mixed with it, and I cannot stress enough how much that can pose a hazard out there on the roads. In fact, we are seeing some partially snow-covered roads from Mankato eastward, a little bit to the south of us as well, because of those flurries overnight. And that, again, is not just snow. That could take that ice into consideration as well. Taking a look at our temperatures, we're looking at a steady drop in temperatures, eventually reaching the single digits by this afternoon. But at least the good news is clouds will kind of break apart, making way for some afternoon sunshine. So we get to look forward to that, as well as some frigid temperatures tonight. The coldest temperatures of the season so far, dropping to a low of 12 below zero by tomorrow morning. Here's a look at your extended forecast. Tomorrow is going to be the opposite of today, in the sense that we'll see increasing clouds and rising temperatures. So we're looking at 10 degrees by tomorrow afternoon, but by Friday morning, we're looking at the 20s out there, reaching 30s by Friday afternoon with a chance of snow, as well as on Saturday. We'll get a break from snow chances on Sunday, with more snow chances headed our way early next week, with temperatures hovering in the 20s.